How's it going, Jubytarians? This is Bradley Juby, and I have not done a vlog in a long time. Be it a regular vlog, audio vlog, I haven't done one in quite a while. I haven't used this YouTube channel for really anything else. But I need to tell you some things, and there are things that I need to get off my chest right now, and I think it's just weighing on me a lot about what's going on in my life, in the world, and I just want to tell all you people right now that I'm kind of in a very brutal place right now. First, the reason is I've been dealing with health problems the last few months. Now, back in the spring of this past year, I started having a resurgence in my puking spells. Now, for those of you who knew me, I was having puking spells back in 2020 through maybe as late as 2023. And they went away, but ever since this past spring, they came back. But what happened to me worse was that in late May and June of this year, during the Oklahoma City Thunder's NBA Finals run, I was having a brutal, painful, burning, bloating belly tightness. My belly was on fire. I was burning. I could not sleep lying down. I could only sleep sitting up. It was very, very painful. And I was just struggling, and it just was just burning, and it was pain. It was torture. So the day after my birthday, June 13th, and it was the day after Game 4 of the finals, Thunder won that night, I get checked into the hospital. I actually went to the hospital 2 separate occasions that week. And then a third to a gallbladder doctor. The gallbladder doctor didn't find anything wrong with me, but I was still in pain. And then I found out that it was not a gallbladder issue. I spent 4 days in the hospital. 4 days. I thought it was a gallbladder issue. And all I could think of at that point was, if it's a gallbladder issue, they'll just take it out, do the surgery, and within a few weeks just be back to what I was doing before. Well, it didn't turn out that way at all. They did a lot of tests. They blood tested me every 5 to 10 minutes. I remember one night my belly pain was so bad that I ended up having to take morphine that night. Morphine. I never want to take morphine ever again, because I worry that if I have to take morphine again, I might get addicted and get an opioid addiction, and I do not want that. But it was... Sorry, that's my email notifications. But that week I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure. I think it's about a stage 3 or a stage C maybe, because I think the first 2 stages are asymptomatic, but there was nothing asymptomatic about this. This was pain. This was torture. This was misery. Well, they put me on some meds. I've been trying to go to a low sodium diet. I haven't been as strict on the diet, but I still try to get stuff at my grocery stores that have the less amount of sodium possible. I don't just get processed meals that'll have like half of my sodium intake a day, because that is not good for me. They put so much sodium in so much stuff nowadays. I don't even know why they're allowed to do it. I don't know. I'll say this though, I'm trying to get a little bit more active. They've put me in cardiac rehab, and I've done 12 sessions for the past month or so. And I've been doing good. I had kind of a few days where I didn't do so good. But that's been pretty brutal for me. Then they changed my meds, and I feel like I was starting to regress. I couldn't move around like I did. I was going to go to maybe the college game day against Michigan, because I live about a mile east of the campus, Norman, Oklahoma, OU. But I didn't think I could make the walk because I was barely moving, getting sick while I was moving. It felt like my body was getting hard, and I was starting to puke again, gain weight again. So I kind of went rogue and got off that med and back on what I was before I was changed. And tomorrow I'm having an endoscopy because they're also watching my GI tract and maybe my liver too. So they're watching all of that. I probably will be picking back up on the cardiac rehab next week, because I've done a minimum of 12, but I want to do all 36 sessions because I'm fighting this. I got to fight back. I have to fight. I'm fighting for my survival here. I'm still wondering if I'm even going to live to my 39th birthday, much less my 40th. It has been very hard on me. I'm trying to figure out future plans, both short-term and long-term. And I've really been struggling. I've just been struggling so bad. It doesn't mean I don't have my good days. I've had plenty of good days as well. I mean, I went to the Thunder Parade. The 1 week after I got out of the hospital, Thunder won the NBA Finals. I got to go to the parade. I had a good time there. It was one of the most wonderful experiences I've ever had. I got to celebrate the Oklahoma City Thunder winning the NBA Finals. I waited for that for 17 years. I kept talking about going to the parade whenever they won. And they did. They won it. I went. But I'm still trying to figure all this out and see where all this goes. So if you're a prayer kind of person, please pray for me. I just want to keep on keeping on, because I'm not giving this up. I'm not giving up. Now that's going to bring me to number 2 here. See, last week I was at cardiac rehab, and that was kind of when I heard about the Charlie Kirk murder. And I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. For years, I mean years, I have been in a state of fear and paranoia that someone is going to one day hurt me and the people I love. Now, granted, I may have not been the biggest Charlie Kirk fan. I may not agree with some of what he said or some of how he worded certain things or anything like that, but somebody took him out assassination style. This was an assassination. This was a sniper. I don't believe the guy who they've arrested for doing this actually did it. I think he's a patsy. There is a more powerful interest that is behind this. And I'm revolted. I'm disgusted. You know, I've never been a left-wing, right-wing kind of person, okay? I don't really care for either side, okay? There's stuff on the right that I don't like or agree with. And there's a lot of things on the left that I don't vibe with either, okay? I'm not about, red versus blue and any of that. But from what I've seen coming out of the left wing in all of this, it has made me so sick. How did American liberalism go from mourning John F. Kennedy and Martin Luther King when they got shot to this? How did they go from that to this? Celebrating the death of a man who said things they did not like. And I'm dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded because I feel like I'm living in a nightmare. It's bad enough I've got these medical problems. It's bad enough. Now I feel like I'm living in the very collapse of my civilization. And it's not going to stop there. I feel like they're going to go after other people too. And I feel like there are going to be others that are going to get killed in retaliation. I know this is a hard pill to swallow. I know I'm not using the stupid unalived euphemisms. This channel isn't getting monetized anyway, so I'm not even going to bother. I'm not sugarcoating it. Charlie Kirk was murdered. Murdered. If that offends you, no. The language shouldn't offend you. The act should. Okay? You didn't have to agree with him. But for somebody to just blow him into smithereens, to take him out like a dog, that crosses a line. What have we become? What have we become? We could disagree on things. But now I don't think we can. I'm just worried that there's going to come out a big cycle of revenge and our society's going to collapse. Our nation's going to descend into bloodshed. And I fear for the lives of the people I love and my own. I really do. Somebody would later make a threat on one of my friends. She's not an influencer. She's not a politician. She's not a commentator. She's somebody I went to high school with. She's just a wife and mother in Arkansas. But apparently, she spoke out against this, and some people threatened to kill her. You just added gasoline to an already burning fire. What have we become? What have we become? I'm hoping I'm wrong about all this. I hope to God I'm wrong about all this. But we've got to muster up some morality in our society and say we can't do this. We can disagree on things. We can disagree on taxes. We can disagree on education. We can disagree on health care. We can disagree on Ryan Walters. I know a lot of people whiz and moan about him. We can disagree on how the road should be paid for. But we cannot treat those who don't agree with our political visions as this warring, pagan, barbarian tribe. We can't just always other them. Oh, those redneck, bigot, MAGA, racist, redneck scumbags. Or these sissy, woke SJW fluffernutters. What I've seen the last few years is that there's no humanity in this political debate anymore. It's just, my side is holy and righteous and beautiful, and their side is ugly, rotten, corrupt, depraved, and pagan. And it's now becoming real life violence. And I've got friends on both sides of the political discussions. I know liberals, I know conservatives. I don't hate one or the other. I don't hate them as people. I don't want to hate them as people. I don't want to hate black people. I don't want to hate white people. I'm white myself. I don't want to hate Hispanic people. I don't want to hate Asian people. I don't want to hate Jewish people or Middle Eastern people. I don't want to hate women. I don't. Because I believe that there is a force out there in the shadows that want us all to hate each other, to kill each other, to act like animals, so they could one day treat us like animals. And this is my desperate cry. We need to repent. We need to put on those sackcloth and ashes. We got to stop. Because if we don't, we're done. Somebody is benefiting from all this, and that somebody isn't you, and it's not me. We're suffering. We're suffering right now. I'm suffering right now. I need my friends and family as I'm getting through this medical challenge. I need the community and the fellowship of the people I know and love. And I'm not going to want that disrupted or destroyed in any way, shape, or form. These are the people that helped me out in my time of need. These are the people that celebrate with me in my good times and in my victories. I can't believe that it's come to this. I'm tired. I don't know how much longer I could deal with it. I've had days where I just want to be like, you know what? I'm just going to pour salt all over everything, not take my meds, not go to cardiac rehab, just give up. and wait for my heart to explode and I'm dead. But I'm not. So please, guys, we've got to stop this. If we don't, we're done. The world you know and love is gone. It's going to go anyway. But it's probably going to be replaced with something much more sicker. I hope somebody can hear this message. I hope so. This might be my last ever vlog. I think after this one, I may not do another vlog. I'm not going to just entertain people anymore. You know, the laughter, the fun, and the games, it's over. It's time to start taking some stuff seriously. Anyway, I'm done. I've said what I need to say. Have a blessed day, people. Love each other. Hug people. Spend time with each other. Spend time with each other. Please. Please. Life is just too short. Too short. Well, anyway, this is Bradley Juby saying peace out. I love every one of you. And please have a blessed day. Please. I'm begging you.